Right off the bat, this is an incredibly disingenuous way to phrase this. Do liberals really think it's bad that crime is way down, murder rate is way down? That's not the case. You know that's not the case. But for the sake of the argument, let's say it was the case. Let's say that Trump is the reason that crime, muckduck, all of that is way down. That would not negate all of the other reasons that people are upset at his actions. That's like saying, your abusive ex-boyfriend buys you really nice clothes. Why do you want to leave him? It's more than the sum of its parts. Even this part that you are trying to quote is incorrect. So let's read what you're saying. You're saying, since Trump has been president, the murder and violent crime rate is way down. The murder rate is the lowest ever recorded. So you were saying, since Trump took office, there has been this massive change, new massive change, and that it is directly tied to him. Well, according to the BBC, we have hit a record low in violent crime, and that occurred in 2024, which Trump took office in 2025. There was a massive spike in violent crime, murder, etc. in 2020, and we have been trending down since then. So, number one, violent crime does not, like, if that was true, if Trump had done all of this to solve crime and murder, that would not negate all of the other things that he has done that are absolutely atrocious. Things like the massive number of executive orders calling any sort of pushback from him un-American, unpatriotic, illegal, etc. That is terrible. Even just the fact that we're now at war with Iran, when one of his main things was, hey, if you elect me, I'm not going to send your sons to war. Kamala's going to send your sons to war. We have now lost service members in the U.S. in addition to all the civilian casualties. Almost 200 little girls were, because someone couldn't check their data correctly. They would not have died if Trump had not been elected president and had not been acting in the way that he has. We're not even gonna get into immigration and how people who are here legally have been treated and mistreated. My own husband is an immigrant. We went to the protest on Saturday, but drove through and around it, cheering and honking, because he was not comfortable getting out of the car and standing there in case his immigration status would be in jeopardy. I digress. So not only is your claim just completely misleading and inaccurate, crime has been trending down. It has been trending down, and we hit an all-time low. I believe it's an all-time low. Hold on, let me look at the article. Okay, so in 2024, the violent crime rate hit the lowest since 1969. Now, that's not to say it hasn't continued to go down or to negate the awesome effect. Anytime violent crime goes down, anytime murder goes down, those are lives that are being saved. Those are lives that are being spared from irreparable damage. That's definitely something to celebrate. But we cannot act, and you cannot act like this has all been as a result of Trump. It hasn't been. The data doesn't support that. And even if the data did actually support that, that doesn't even begin to negate the other things that are happening that people are upset about. So to answer your question, no, this is not an instance of liberals just hating that Trump did something good. And if he says the sky is blue, we're going to say it's green. That's not the case at all.